सॉफ्टवेयर इंजीनियरिंग, इसके बारे में जो भी 12th तक हमें पढ़ना है वो हम इस वीडियो में पढ़ेंगे।
Software engineering is a detailed study of engineering to the design, development and maintenance of a software. Software engineering was introduced to address the issues of low quality software projects. Problems arise when the software generally exceeds timelines, budgets and reduced levels of quality. ये introduction है software engineering का. Now what is the need for software engineering? Software engineering is important. Software engineering is important because specific software is needed in almost every industry, in every business and for every function. It becomes more important as time goes on. If something breaks within your application portfolio, a quick, efficient, and effective fix needs to happen as soon as possible. 5 stages of a software development life cycle. There are many approaches that are implemented during the process that involve software development. These approaches and methods are also known as software development process models and include examples such as the waterfall model, V model, incremental model and iterative model. I will also made a video on these models in which we will discuss them in detail. That video will come after this. These approaches or models consist of a specific life cycle that they follow in order to determine the level of success in the software development process. Now, the software development life cycle explains the various stages of a software cycle and the structure in which these stages are carried out. The result produced from each stage is implemented in the next stage of the software life cycle. Requirements are converted into design and the design is used to develop the code. The final testing stage authenticates the results of the implementation stage by measuring it across the requirements. There are mainly 5 stages in the Sdlc: requirement analysis, design, implementation and coding, testing and maintenance. Now we will read them one by one. Requirement analysis. The requirements of the software are determined at this stage. Discussions are held between the various stakeholders, managers and users to find out what the particular software will be used for, who will use it and how they will be using it. Information recording what kind of input is required and what output is expected is collected during this stage. Once the information is collected, it is analyzed to see if the requirements can be incorporated into the software that is to be developed, after which a requirement specification document is developed to be used as a guide for the next stage. Now the second one is design. Here, the software and the system design is developed according to the instruction provided in the requirement specification document. जो requirement specification document हम बनाते हैं requirement analysis के वक्त, तो उसके according हम design करते हैं software को. The design stage establishes that what hardware and what system requirements are needed as well as the entire system architecture. The results from this stage are used as input for the next one, that is implementation and coding. Now, implementation and coding. In this stage, the actual coding is done and the code is produced based on the design specifications. This is the most critical and the longest stage in the Sdlc, software development life cycle. Now, the fourth one is testing. After the development of the code, it is tested to see if it meets all requirements that were determined in the first stage. Various kinds of testing such as system testing, unit testing, acceptance testing and integration testing are carried out. The number 5 is maintenance. This is the final stage where the finished software is delivered to the customer. The real problems are identified once the customer begins use. These problems are addressed from time to time as they crop up. These are the 5 stages of SDLC. Thank you.